All right, so out here on the St. Lawrence, brought Carrie and Jaden out. She wanted me to do a recap. Jaden's catching fish and I'm working, so that's not cool. But I kind of kept it simple this week. You know, I thought I found a spot where they were staging, like pre-spawners. I caught a 610, caught some 5s, I caught a bunch of fish, and then the last day of the knockout round, they just kind of disappeared on me, and I tried to make some adjustments, and it seemed to be everywhere. Where I found some shallower fish that were on the beds, there was other anglers there as well. So, but I had a great time. I kept it pretty simple. You know, we had some weather, had some wind, overcast, and I didn't have a flogger, so that kind of took my deep bed fishing game out. So, but again, I kind of just went with 3 rods. I had a Ned rig. That's what Jaden's throwing right now, on a Procyon on the Randy Howell Tatula Elite Series rod. And I planned on doing that, but like I said, the wind was so bad I couldn't fish that effectively out where I was fishing, kind of out in the middle of the river out here on some flats. But first of all, I would cover water with a 7'6" Daiwa Tatula Elite. I believe it's a Seth Fighter rod. And I was throwing just this little custom hair jig, little 3/16 ounce. And what was cool about this is 7'6", so a light bait like that allows you to, you know, cast at a great distance. What I did was I had it rigged on a Tatula LT 4000, and the reason for the 4000, once again, it's a bigger spool. I could really wing that thing out there. I wanted the longest cast I could possibly get. This is extremely clear water, and you know, the further you can make a cast, the better odds you're going to get bit. What I did was I had on 10-pound SX1 braid to a 8-pound sniper leader, and that seemed to be the deal for, you know, covering water. When I got shallow and just kind of covering water, seeing if I could see those light spots, caught lots of nice fish on that. So that's one of the rods I went with. Then I had kind of 2 drop shots. Like I said, I went with the Ned, or I thought I was going to catch them on the Ned rig, but the waves were just too big and I couldn't really feel. So if the wind did lay down, or like say I got into a little flat bay like this, first of all, I went with a 1/4 ounce EcoPro full contact drop shot weight. Now, where I was out there fishing a little bit deeper and in the waves, I went to a 3/8, which is what I have rigged up right here. 3/8 full contact. Didn't have to go with half because I wasn't fishing like summertime pattern out here, out in 20 to 30 feet. So 3/8 seemed to be the deal. And this here is the 7'4" Cody Meyer Tatula Elite rod, AGS guides, really super nice, super sensitive, super light. Tatula LT 3000. Same setup, SX1 10-pound braid. And what I did on this, though, I had 2 setups. One was like a kind of a shad colored worm, where I felt like, man, if I fished back through an area, something a little bit different. And what I did was I went with 7-pound, I'm gonna open this, Jaden. I went with 7-pound shooter. And the reason for that was just because even though I was fishing 7-pound, it gives you a little bit more abrasive resistance. And actually I had a fish wrap me around a rock and somehow I landed. It was like 4.5 pounder. So I had that rigged on this rod, and then I went to a little bit heavier line towards the end of day 1, just because those smallmouth were killing me in that current and it was taking me forever. So this is kind of what I went with here, 3/8 ounce again, a crosstail shad and watermelon seed color. Just, I mean, this basic, water's clear. They seem to really like it. I don't know if it was a perch deal or if it was a goby deal or what, but they really got after that. This here is a 7'3" drop shot rod. You know, it's the same one that I throw at Clear Lake. It's a little bit stouter, so that's why I put on 10-pound FC Sniper to the same 10-pound SX1 braid. I've had nothing but great luck, awesome success with that. The reason I like 10-pound is I could, when you're in this current, it cuts through that current a lot better than if you threw like a 16 or 20-pound braid. It's real thin diameter, so it's going to cut right through that current. You're going to have less drag. And then, of course, on all my drop shot stuff, I had the size 1 Eagle Claw laser sharp drop shot hook. I mean, everybody knows about the laser sharp. I mean, real sharp hook. I liked it that it wasn't like a lightweight hook, because these smallmouth, they get in that current. If you're throwing 2 light of gauge of hook, it's going to bend out and you're going to lose them. So actually I got to order some more because we're coming back to Champlain and then St. Lawrence, so I got to get some more of these. But that's kind of my setups. I think I covered everything. Had a great week. Can't wait to come back. It's going to be post-spawn now. They're going to be out on the river. Before that, I got Champlain though, so maybe some largemouth stuff, but it was kind of weird. I don't think I've ever fished a tournament where I had only spinning rods on the deck. So it was kind of weird, but it was a lot of fun, man. I caught my personal best smallmouth 610. Caught it on the Cody Meyer rod with that 7-pound shooter. Unbelievable stuff. So we're gonna get back to fishing. Jaden hasn't caught one in a while, so obviously he's off my waypoint, so he doesn't know what he's doing.